we were like, we're hanging out. Oh, wait, we're back? Oh, God.
You had all this time to come in smoothly and nice, and there was even a nice and pretty countdown for you, and you chose this, and I need that to be known.
Oh, I planned that. I planned it to be like, we've been sitting here the whole time with the cameras off, and then suddenly they pop back on, and we're like, what's that little red light above on air?
Well, I'll join in the joke. You just have to tell me the joke.
I know that's, see, it's funnier to me to drive the joke into the ground so hard that it's not funny for anybody else.
I tried really hard to help you here, bud.
Okay, I'm going to stop us right now just to say the chat is already threatening puns, and I am not here for it.
Do it! Do it, I dare you!
I thought you loved me, Meg. Stop it.
I do love you, but this is where I turn.
There's plans, there's machinations, there's schemes and whatnots in place. So,
hi, everybody.
Wait, what am I doing up here? All right, fine. Welcome to Crypts and Cryptids, where the creatures play. This evening's eclectic collection of characters includes Nerdy Teacher and Megquins, Nimueofavalon and Jinma of Cascadia, Zack of Dixie, and me, ScreenCap, as we return from a bit of an unexpected hiatus to play out the 57th session of the Wildmount campaign known as Mountain of Mystery. Due to a confluence of factors, our regularly scheduled Kapellmeister, the self-styled world's okayest dungeon master, Tanis Jr. 93, is currently unavailable to orchestrate this multitude of moving bits and pieces within this collaborative chronicle. But he has given his blessing for us to continue in his temporary absence, and so for the time being, I have snuck into the driver's seat and hijacked the motor bus. Now, I am currently ranked just the fourth dungeon master in the 76th Meridian West Division, which actually puts me slightly ahead of some of the strongest game runners in the Peruvian Lima League. Our stream has been supported by a group of wonderful sponsors, including Dark Crescent Studios, who have the Chaos Cake 40mm Big Boy D20 available for pre-order on their website, as well as Misty Mountain Gaming, who provided some gorgeous resin and liquid core math rocks that were used by some of our players and won by a few of our viewers. And of course, where is she in relation to me? Our very own incomparable sticker mistress, the proprietor of the O'Crit booth on Etsy, where all manner of nerdy paraphernalia can be acquired, including the absolutely timeless Boink sticker. We have also been sponsored by the Orsak Narrative Universe, a play-by-post text-based RPG offering a free one-week game on their Discord server, the link to which can be posted in the chat because it's a string of random letters and numbers that would sound ridiculous if I tried to say it out loud. We are also supported by the extraordinary generosity of our own personal patrons, Military Fox and Lady Gwen, as well as our fantastic Patreon subscribers and the moral support of Hexwood Creations and all of our phenomenal viewers. Tonight, we will in turn be lending our support to a couple of members of the community whose newborn daughter is currently recovering in the NICU at the Johns Hopkins Hospital after a successful primary repair surgery that unfortunately created a mountain of medical debt. Because, remember kids, the BBEG is always capitalism. A GoFundMe has been created to help ease their financial burden, and the link will be provided in the chat over the next few hours. So anything that anyone feels compelled to contribute to that cause will be immeasurably appreciated. And with all of that housekeeping addressed, I will serve as your acting chaos coordinator this evening as I attempt to wrangle this rambunctious band of ne'er-do-wells.
You'll never work. We cannot be tamed.
That's the plan. That's the hope, at least. I plan X amount of material for like 3X amount of time, knowing that the chaos will triple the amount of material.
Correct. God damn, that was a lot of alliteration.
And math.
When you give the English major the reins.
I'm like, did he write this? Did you write that, or did Meg write that?
Nope.
I don't know.
It's hard to tell.
Dude, he used too many numbers. It can't be me. I was a dance teacher for a year. I can only count to 8.
Well, it sounds like a freaking one of your rants if you had time.
Look, I keep ranting, but there are no numbers.
No numbers, no notes.
Correct.
So, did anyone else have anything else to add or want to interject?
You're fabulous and we love you.
Correct.
Ah! Not a compliment, just an observation.
No, it's a compliment.
Oh, okay, okay. It's fine.
Both can be true.
Fine. I'm vulnerable to compliment damage.
In which case, it was a statement of fact.
Mine was a compliment.
Well, now you're
Okay.
fucked.
Mine was a Snickers bar.
Ooh. Now I want a Snickers.
Aggressive
You're
support.
welcome.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Correct. Yep. Aggressive positivity. Well,
Hashtag
then,
not sponsored.
that's it. Then I suppose we'll move into the thing, the precap, which is now the recap, because just a few short months ago, having destroyed half a dozen bundles of vines that had entangled the party as we attempted to sleep in the Fey wilderness, the group spent the next hour conversing with the affectionately disquieting psychopomp known as Abigail, who revealed that the Reaper calling itself Endless had been following certain members of our party for much longer than any of us suspected. The party then retired for the evening, waking the next morning to find the exotic countryside still shrouded in a persistent dusk, and we ventured onward as our sorcerer used her soul sight to follow the spectral slipstream of the missing child, until we arrived at a point where two roads diverged in the twilit wood, and sorry we could not travel both. Our cleric spotted the reflection of an eye in the shadows moments before a cycloptic aberration attacked us, and was promptly defeated by a psychic dagger from our rogue, a guiding bolt from our genasi, and a psionically amplified attack from our tiefling. Our tabaxi then spotted the distant epicenter of the incessant darkness, and we continued deeper into the twilit wood until we reached a wide glade overgrown with the gnarled roots of a massive tree stump, discovering a raven-haired woman in the midst of conducting a ritual there. Upon our arrival, she animated 24 murderous twigs and vines after unleashing a cloud of poisonous spores, but the party cleared most of the glade with a fireball from our sorcerer, an insect plague from our cleric, and a draconic breath weapon from our monk. Our druid also summoned a quartet of satyrs, shortly after which our ASMR realized that our adversary was in fact a former paramour of his from his time in the Fey realm. And our tabaxi cast Dominate Person to successfully charm the woman, persuading her to deanimate the last of the plants as a surge of wild magic erupted from our sorcerer. Because magic is such a curious substance, behaving as neither a wave nor a particle, but sometimes something else entirely that stretches out across and within the breadth of existence, like supersymmetric strings. Magic is the fragile fabric woven from the infinitesimal fibers and filaments that sustain the uncountably infinite dimensions of reality, at once the most valuable and most dangerous substance in or around any universe. And fear can be the most volatile, the most inconvenient, and the most wild magic. Prince,
Yes.
you are more. Yeah, you are more naturally tuned to the frequencies of magic and the means of manipulating it than most. And given the unpredictable nature of your specific relationship with those frequencies, you in particular are even more uniquely tuned to the fluctuations of that energy. And so, as you cast your incantation and briefly reshape the contours of magic with the sound of your voice and the motions of your hands, you feel those infinitesimal fibers and filaments begin to fluctuate in a familiar way. And then you feel what might be described as an inward pull, unlike any sensation you've ever experienced. You've teleported before, you've plane shifted before, and you've passed through arcane gates. You've manipulated the tapestry of space several times just in the last few weeks, but you've never felt the sort of pull that you feel now. It's a sort of directionless gravitation, not quite at the center of yourself, but at the center of each individual particle that makes up the entirety of yourself. As the idea of you collapses inward, what thoughts are occurring?
Hmm. Some effect of shit, not again. She's concerned that her wild magic has endangered her party once again.
So your thoughts are reaching outward, spiraling outward, lashing outward, finding your party, finding Cash, finding Sado, finding Kahlan, and finding Lazarus. But as your thoughts search specifically for Aja, you encounter instead an impenetrable barrier of nothingness radiating around her mind that your thoughts cannot breach. And from that barrier, you sense a kind of refusal, and it's not from her. So, as the idea of you continues collapsing inward, what are you starting to feel?
Nervous because Meg's laughing. Sorry.
I did warn Tiff that Prince was going to go throw it right at the top.
She is panicking. To lose connection with Aja is unusual for her. And even if she can feel the rest of the group around her, Aja is her rock, and now she does not have her.
What? It's almost like I knew this is where this was going. As you feel yourself lose connection to the Fey realm and lose this connection to Aja, that panic detonates so fiercely and palpably that you hear it inside your mind, perhaps not for the first time in your life, with the sound of your own voice. You hear what might be the echo of a small gasp, and then just two words: I am. And as you finally tumble the rest of the way inward, you feel that voice disentangle itself from your thoughts and drift off, out of reach and out of mind, along the infinitesimal fibers and filaments. And you're on a hill. You feel like you've been on this hill for a very long time, even though you know you only just emerged here. And you know that it was your surge of wild magic that brought you here. And now I'm off script.
Okay. She's immediately looking around to see if she recognizes anything or anyone.
There, you're looking around. There is no one around you at the moment. This is like it's a desert hill, but it's not like dune style desert. It's like the a lot of desert wildlife as animals, plant life. So it's not exactly verdant, but there is a lot of probably amber colored plants, cactus, rocky, and it's not so. It's a gentle hill upwards, so you can't like you can see the top of the hill. You're not terribly close, um, and it's a lot. The so this is a little bit of a meta description, but it does apply. There's an interesting sepia tone, like if you were watching a VHS tape from the 90s.
Okay.
And that's actually like Prince doesn't know that description, but that's actually how it looks to her.
There's a filter over the camera.
Right, yeah.
Glad my film studies degree came in good for something.
Yes.
Okay, she's going to try and get her bearings, so she decides to walk up the hill.
The hill, cool. So yep, you're going up the hill, up the hill, up the hill, and as you reach the top of the hill, this probably doesn't need perception. So you're like going up and then looking over.
Yeah.
Okay. as you get to the top of the hill, it's not a sharp like up and then, but this is the hilltop as it goes over the top. It is just desert, and this is not like plant life desert. It is a sprawl of sands, and probably 200-ish feet away is like a fog bank, but dust and sand. So it's a sand storm, but you don't hear a storm.
So no Darid.
Right.
I don't think Prince has ever been in a desert area before, so I don't know if she's gonna understand that that's weird or not.
You hear very faintly. You do not hear that. Not faintly, not loudly.
It's just a really weird frog. It's a really weird croak.
Do I take psychic damage?
Possibly.
You do. Prince does not.
Everyone else does.
I am lost. I have no idea what to do. Looking at. Well, you know what? She's going to put on her goggles and see if that helps her at all. She
Ooh,
can see
yes.
invisible creatures. She can see into the ethereal plane. And recently she's been able to see spirit trails.
That's right. So, and they also have that like magnification too.
Yes.
So the first thing you notice is the thing that's missing. You're supposed to be able to see into the ethereal plane. Where that would be visible, there's nothing. You can't see into the ethereal plane from here. Now, as you get that magnification and you're looking at this sandstorm, this dust storm, you kind of see they wouldn't be spirit trails because I don't think they have spirits, but it is there's beings in it. It's like it's probably a swarm. So it's a storm, but it's a swarm of sand and dust creatures.
Is this swarm moving at all?
Like not.
Like,
Do you mean forward?
is it like going a certain direction? But yeah, I understand it's spinning, but is it moving like across the land?
No.
Okay.
It's pretty much the. So I guess in Dune, it was the scene where they went into the what was that called? The Borderlands or something? It's like it's the mists of Barovia, but in sand and dust form.
All right. If she sees nothing else around her except desert and desert plant life, she's gonna head towards the storm.
We're going towards the storm? Yes! This is not a combination! I'm intrigued to see how the huh? All right. Okay. Then you're crossing the sands, and this what 200 feet. Um, as you're coming over the hill the hill is continuous. It's not like just a hill in a flat area. Um, I guess roll perception for this because this is a little wider.
Pretty good. Dirty 20. Yeah, just dirty 20. I get advantage because of the goggles.
That's right. Yeah. So like if you're coming up over the hill, kind of looking left and right before you cross the road, that ridge continues on a curve and you're on the inside of the curve. So we're going up and over.
Sure.
Huh? Up and
Sure.
over. All right.
I have no idea what's happening. Go for it. What are we doing?
Would you have looked in the opposite direction?
I mean, I said I was looking around, so I assumed that was everywhere.
Okay. That's true. Around is around. In the opposite direction from the hill, down the hill, there's a city down there.
Oh, shit. Let's just go to the city then.
I mean, you can absolutely go toward the cloud.
No, that seems like a bad idea. A lot of creatures I don't know, and it's moving oddly. No, I'll go to the city.
Okay. Well, all right. Fine.
Lame. Boo.
Ooh, I'm hearing something. Okay, so yes, now we got to the top of the hill. You thought, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go out in there, and then you're like, well, there's a city down there first. I'll go do that first. Took 3 steps over, and you're like, wait. I'm gonna, you know
Maybe
what?
I should look behind me.
Yeah. So you look behind you, and you're like, oh, city. Oh, excellent. Okay. So we're going
Do you
down
think
the
you're more of
hill.
a city girl or a country girl?
Prince would be a country.
There is a voice coming from behind you.
Oh shit.
Asking
Sorry, what? Looking
well,
around.
behind you is a humanoid creature. When you kind of get a good look at him, he is a midnight black tabaxi with emerald green eyes, with his head kind of cocked to the side, just kind of looking at you, hand at his head, or his head at his hand, and he's dressed really. At first, it looks like it's efficiently, but there are too many buckles and zippers going in weird places. He looks like someone who couldn't decide what he want. He had a color palette in mind, but couldn't decide what he wanted at a tailor. So he just kind of said, "Give it all of to me." So the longer you look at it, the more complicated his outfit becomes. But the actual silhouette is very practical, as he just kind of looks at you. City or country?
I guess it depends. I'm sorry. Who, who, where are we?
It depends.
Okay.
But I guess the greater question is, what do you want?
I don't know what you mean. I
That's a fairly
want
straightforward
to.
question.
I want to know where I am.
That's a good answer. That's a good thing to want. Well, the city will probably tell you better than the storm. The storm probably won't have that answer.
Yeah, I didn't see the city at first.
Yes, probably won't head that way.
Okay. You okay? You just hanging out here?
Well, you're not from around here, so that seemed interesting to me.
Yeah, kind of wondering where here is so I can figure out how to get back.
Do you want to go back? Is back
Yeah.
where you want to be? Or would you rather be elsewhere? What is back?
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fabulous.
I don't like not knowing where my friends are. I want to make sure they're okay.
Oh, then let me take you to the city. We'll find them.
Okay.
We'll start heading to, or I'll start walking towards the city, whether she comes with me. I walk probably a good like 10, 20 feet before I like turn around and see if she's coming with me.
She's so confused right now, but she's following. She doesn't really seem much of a choice.
Towards the city.
I like that me and Meg were allowed to conspire on something. Oh, it's terrible. It's amazing. So this city is about 2 miles. Something that's going to take like half an hour to get to, so like 2 miles. And as you're continuing down this hill, who's it going to be first? Sado, roll Sado, pick evens or odds.
Even.
The voice is back, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, do I have him muted? Oh no, wait.
He said even.
He said even, but I don't hear him. This is going to be a problem. Oh no. Oh no.
Technical difficulties.
That's just a crime.
It's
Right?
right?
To hear him.
I don't know.
Lock me up.
We're gonna...
Stream heard him at least.
Good. Okay, there we go. So Sado picked evens. All right, we'll roll that d20. Bing, 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 bing. I'm on the wrong screen now. Now I'm backwards.
I was like, oh no, now we can't hear Cap.
Oh wait, can you not hear me?
I can
When
hear
you're on
him.
the other tab.
I can hear you.
Okay. I don't know if I can hear Jin. This makes me sad if I can't hear Jinma. I need to hear Jinma. Sado, then. You were in a glade in the Fey realm. You were fighting against bits and pieces of a tree that seemed very angry. And suddenly you felt a pull, unlike any you had ever felt. Now, this was an inward pull, but it was connected to Prince. You felt specifically being pulled. It's less directionless is not really a description for a thing, is it? It was not in a physical direction, not being pulled forward, backwards, left or right. You were being pulled towards the idea of Prince. And you are also on a hill. You're quite a bit closer to the city. And as you find yourself on this hill, you hear, 100, 200 feet away, a couple of tabaxis, one very confused, and one who just wants to know what this stranger wants. I can't hear him still. Oh, no.
He didn't say
That's
anything.
because I haven't said anything yet.
There he
Okay,
is.
there he is. I'm good. We're cool. Everything's fine.
That reaction was fantastic.
Would I recognize that it is Prince's voice?
Yes.
Then I shall walk in that direction. But I'll be stealthy.
Oh, yeah. Roll that stealth. Roll that beautiful being stealth footage.
Damn it, Sado.
God, I just wanted to pop up behind his shoulder like, hey, what you looking at? And just scare the shit out of Prince.
He sneak. Sado comes up, and like as you're coming down the hill, he doesn't
27.
make it. He does not make a direct approach. He sort of curves around and sort of falls in behindish. And if you both want to roll perception, let's see if anybody even approaches a
Oh no!
27.
The highest I could get is 22.
So with that, That'll be an even 30.
Oh. So Prince, no idea. Our new friend, you know, you hear, because you're used to the sounds of footsteps in this, or you're used to the sounds and the sounds that would be out of place here, and so you hear sounds that are out of place.
So I keep walking for a little bit, and then if it doesn't seem to get any closer, I just stop. And I don't turn around. And I don't look at Prince. But I just say, your footsteps sound nothing of desert. You're welcome to join us.
He didn't walk without rhythm.
I was afraid that I was being heard. This desert I am not trained in. Prince, are you all right?
Prince jumps like a foot in the air. I rolled it too. He's scared to death. All those videos of snow leopards in the zoo just freaking out. Yep.
Tail's a mouth.
No, the tail's like poofed out at this point.
Well, it
So
seems
after
like
she
he's
jumps about a
fine.
foot. Sorry, what'd you say, Jinma?
I said it seems like you're fine.
I'm fine, I guess. Are you okay?
I believe so. I'm not missing anything.
Good. Glad you're not missing a limb or anything, for God's sakes. Do you know where everyone else is?
I have no idea. I appeared on a hill. And well,
That's my fault.
Heard you too.
Yeah, this one says he could take us to the city and find our friends. I'm sorry, I don't even know your name.
And I just look dead at Sado.
Yes.
Prince is like taking a step back.
Well, then of course I can. Most call me Will.
Well, I suppose in these circumstances, it's nice to meet you, Will.
Lovely to meet you, Sado. Shall we go?
Sado's just gonna start walking.
She looks at Sado. Did you say your name? Did he know your name?
Wait.
What was it? She looked at Sado and what?
I said it's a pleasure to meet you, Sado.
And then Prince looks at Sado and goes, wait, did you say your name?
I don't know, did I?
I don't think you did. You know your name.
Well, we are definitely in an unfamiliar land. I suppose there are more surprises in store. Just keep your guard up.
You are too calm for this.
It is my element. It is in which I thrive.
Noted. All right. Will,
I consider.
was it? Can you take us the rest of the way to the city, please?
That's where we're headed.
Okay.
One. And then I start walking.
So as you move into like the second mile of this, there's the fieldish areas surrounding the city are what I have been informed is called pampas grass. It's that tall, feathery, wheat-colored. It's not actual pampas grass, but it is best described that way because it's that tall, feathery It's that scene from Gladiator style. It's basically the barley of this city that they use to make all their drinks out of. But Cash, I so want to do this because it would be so funny. What I have in my head is that the three of you
Do
are
it.
walking, and you just see this glint in the sky as this armored cleric just comes falling out of the sky. But that's not how we appear here.
Damn it! I had a joke for that too.
You know what? We can do it that way because this is very much a realm of interpretation. So, Cash, what you feel is that same pull, being pulled inward by the magic, you know, because you've been around Prince long enough now that this is one of those moments where you're like, what? Oh, Prince's thing is going off, and okay, here we go.
Race for impact.
Sorry.
Yeah. I am going to describe it that way. The three of you, as you are approaching the edge of this field of pampas grass, see this. Actually,
Is-
this will work too.
Real quick question: is Inya playing?
It is in your head. That's
That's
right.
a Gladiator reference.
That's
by
right. This actually does work because you see this. The three of you, Will, Prince, and Sado, see this glint in the sky, and Prince and Sado will. This will be a little weird because you notice you don't see a sun in the sky nor a daughter, but you don't see a star creating
the
the light to be glinting off of.
I'm so glad you said it
You
because
motherfucker.
Actually, you do see a sun in the sky. It's Cash because, yeah, Prince is the daughter. Anyway, um, this sepia tone is ubiquitous. You don't see like clouds in the sky, a blue sky. It is this soft, so it's not an overly harsh, desert, like you feel like just the moisture is being sucked out of everything. It is a soft coloration, but the sky is this pretty uniform amber color. And against that background, you see this glint, and Cash tumbles to the ground at the edge of this field of pampas grass. Perfectly fine, probably lands in a 3-point superhero landing.
I look
Ouch.
at Sado.
No, I kind of want to fall on his face actually.
Deck
I look
save.
at Sado and Prince for their reactions. Then I look at him and go, 2, and walk over.
2.
2.
With my friends, or were you rating his landing?
Phenomenal question.
You don't like to give straight answers, do you?
It's not as fun. I
Next straight.
At least
enjoy
by
it.
answers.
So, shall we? I'm assuming this is one of yours. Is it not?
Yes.
So
Cash,
Cash
are
is
you
gonna get
okay?
up. I've
Yeah,
been
there's movement.
falling for 30 minutes.
Damn it.
Advantage, my good sir.
Really, I feel mine was only instantaneous.
I'm envious of you, sir.
Time dilation's a bitch, man.
Maybe it's all that heavy armor you're wearing.
You
Well,
know,
this-
I would think that would make me fall quite a bit faster.
He did the level out.
It depends.
I'm just glad you're both okay. We need to find
And
everyone.
Cash will dust himself off and look around.
He sees a city in one direction. Actually, from where you're at now, I guess, yeah, roll perception. With your fucking cleric's wisdom.
Yeah.
I heard him roll.
Yeah,
Are you
then my
counting?
character sheet died. 1 second.
No.
I'm having a rave over here.
I haven't opened Cash's character sheet in a while, then it just fucking crashed. So as soon as I roll, go for figure.
Ugh. Your character sheet crashed like your character.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure you
I
have
had it
something
up,
like
I
a
was
bug
ready,
out.
and then D&D Beyond's like, nah.
Yeah.
It is not a Crypts and Cryptids game without technical difficulties. So thus,
Correct.
it must exist. So, fuck it. I'm loading it on my phone. 1 second.
Real dice. I actually just bought some dice. I know you'll be shocked.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of dice,
More
don't
dice?
forget about Dark Crescent Studios and her wonderful dice.
Mm-hmm. You got these.
Ooh, metal dice.
That was perception. That is a 21.
Nice. Yep. So now you're closer to the center. You're closer to the city. From where you're at, you can see up the hills, and you can see in all directions that hill is all the way around. So this is sort of crater-like, and it's not a huge. It's not like a massive mountain. It's
Look, I'm not that. Cash is not that heavy, man. Like, seriously.
He was like Thor's hammer. He hit the ground and just.
Oh god, that sand's never coming out of my fur.
And I want to make so
That
many
was-
jokes, but I don't want to spoil what you're getting at or what I think you're getting at if you're getting at that for people who don't get it.
Well, so one of I think the first test roll we did for the wild magic was that Prince was going to be furless. So Prince would have emerged on that hill as a hairless cat,
God, she
God, that was a
hated you.
test roll.
but didn't. She
also
felt
been
that one
funny.
happening. She felt that one happening, and she was like, "Nope, I'm not losing Aja and all my fur."
As soon as I heard Prince say, "I got all this sand in my fur," I will cast thaumaturgy to create a wind to blow the sand out of her fur.
Does Prince like shake her head slowly in like a Fabio motion?
Absolutely. That's the only way my spell works.
That's right.
Or the spell,
It's got a.
the spell
got
just
a
forces
little-
her to do it.
I was gonna say it's got a little touch of the slow spell, so yeah, it slows you down.
She's
Amazing.
confused, but she gives a nod of thanks. And I just want to let everyone. Sorry, I just want to remind everyone that her skin is blue again. She had normal skin color for about 2 sessions.
She is in fact blue, blue die, blue die, blue die, blue die, blue die, blue die.
Yeah.
This is the dramatic reading. Go ahead.
I'm gonna
Don't
look
be
at.
blue. We'll get back together soon.
I'm gonna get us back on track and look at Cash
Thank you.
and go.
Speaking of blue, hi.
I'm bringing your friends to the city. That's where they've been interested in moving. So we are in an attempt to find the rest of your cohort as we travel there. If you so desire, there is more than enough space and understanding to come with, if that is what you want.
Well, first of all, howdy. Also, who are you?
I am Will.
You don't happen to be a Will the Smith, are you? Because I've heard he's quite famous.
No.
I've quoted him once.
Do you
No, there
have
are
a
no.
last name?
Hmm?
Do you have a last name?
I do.
Will you share it?
Perhaps.
Okay.
Aeon.
Aeon?
Aeon. My name is Will Aeon.
Third cousin to Will I Am.
Was waiting for that.
Who died several years ago and became Will I Was.
No, they became what I were.
And this is why Meg and I are drinking.
Prince is walking towards the city without any of y'all now.
I keep
Fantastic.
my a little bit too sharp gaze on Cash. Is that what you want?
I mean, after that fall, I kind of want a glass of whiskey, but yeah.
From like one of my a gajillion zipper pockets, I pull out a flask and hand it to you.
Well, thank you kindly. Much obliged.
It's a pretty okay whiskey. It's not great, but it's definitely functional.
I can't complain. I'm drinking Evan Williams right now.
It's got a decent proof. So is Prince up ahead?
I'd say about 20 feet, maybe, yeah.
Okay, yeah, not terribly far.
She's
Yeah.
anxious to find the rest of the group.
That's fair. So, as we move toward the city now through the fields of oh god, I just lost my tab and I'm back. Yay, that was fun.
Anyway.
I
Is that the
don't
name of
know
the
where-
field?
the field of I don't. Yes.
The
I wish
field
I
of oh
remembered
god,
the
I lost my tab.
Is that all one word?
Yes.
It's hyphenated. It's hyphenated, so technically yes. The field of pampas grass, the field of waving in the gentle breeze, wheat, barley, which is about the a little less, but the last mile toward the city, and about halfway toward the city. Everyone roll perception with all of our damn quiet.
Sorry, I had to type out the name of the field in chat.
So you're saying it's not a field of dreams? Or is it?
26.
Well, I mean, what was that? 56?
Jesus
26.
Christ.
26.
16.
16. Okay.
I forget Sado exists and get scared by him again because I got a 7 with advantage.
Yeah.
19.
Who's it? Oh, we got people here.
My perception's low because I am looking at Dark Crescent Studios dice right now. These Atlantean.
Oh,
These Atlantean
that's
stained glass dice are like ooh.
I love that roll. So, Prince, even you
Yes.
see,
Oh shit.
as you're you know what? Because I'm going to assume at this point you've just stumbled across. There is a body on the ground. A
Oh god.
tiefling.
Okay, that's not good.
Face
Immediately
down.
checking.
There's a corn song for this. I believe it's called Dead Bodies Everywhere.
the
Right.
bodies hit the floor. The bodies hit the floor. The bodies hit the floor. And
One
there's
sure
one
did.
in your path. There's
I
one in
am
your path.
immediately checking if the body is face down. I flip him over.
You flip this body over, strength check. No, I'm kidding. You flip this body over. It is Kahlan.
Is she
She got knocked
breathing?
down, but she'll get
Medicine
up
check,
again.
something.
Medicine check.
Yeah, something. Oh, Kahlan, you're trusting me with a die roll here. Oh, okay, yay. 19.
19. She is unconscious. She's breathing. There's all the injuries that she would have had from the fight in the Pharaoh. The same way you saw Cash fall, like having seen Cash fall out of the sky, which was like that looked like a very long fall. Hit the ground, got up again. Ain't never gonna keep him down. Didn't take damage. That she seems like she might seem after a long day where you've had like multiple fights in a day, and she's like, I am tired, taking a nap, but not more injured than that.
I think we're gonna fix that.
I'm gonna try and shake her shoulder to see if that'll wake her up, and if not, then I'll attempt to cure wounds.
Hey.
Hold on, I got. Cash is gonna do it, but he's gonna rub his hands
Okay,
together really fast, and when he pulls his hands together, like there's gonna be like like lightning between his hands.
Well,
Clear.
Oh shit.
well, okay, so Prince is shaking the shoulder first, right?
Yeah.
I was, and then he comes in and he does this, and he forgets to say clear, and so she's like a puffball right now.
Yeah, you both get tased.
Cash does a 19 hit.
Oh fuck.
No.
Okay. You see Kahlan, her eyes open, and she grabs one of your arms, and you feel the sense that she is trying to electrocute you. Back.
Did you roll that with advantage?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of my stick, darling.
She's looking up at you and grabs her sword out of her scabbard, even though she's on the ground, and makes a swipe at you.
Ah, an enemy then. And I'll start preparing a spell.
Beautiful.
Like, no,
Everyone
not an
roll
enemy. No.
initiative! Let me get, because we don't have roll 20 at the moment. This is all theater of mind. I am
She
such
rolled
an
an
old
8
man.
and missed, but she is starting to stumble to her feet.
So when you see me look the wrong direction, it's because I'm looking at the laptop that has the stream up as if that's the camera that the audience can see. Like I don't, my brain doesn't do this right. Hey everybody! Oh wait, that's not how it works.
And she's just staring
What's
at you.
Kahlan?
What's Kahlan's initiative? Or did you not roll that? Oh, you rolled against Cash.
Yeah, I rolled against Cash.
Okay.
Ooh, my initiative's great though.
That's good. That's interesting.
Oh boy.
My initiative's a 22.
Oh, okay. So Prince has yelled out. So Will said, an enemy, and started preparing a spell. Prince yelled out, no, not an enemy. So I assume Will is continuing to prepare the spell, but sort of holding the action.
Yes, essentially. Like I have a spell in my hands, ready to be directed towards Kahlan.
Okay. Kahlan rolled a 22 for her initiative, in case that goes off. So I guess then, Cash and Sado, how are you reacting in this moment before we come back around to Kahlan?
Sado's just gonna stand there and watch.
Uses his action to watch. Is that a bonus action or an action?
I think that's a free action.
Yeah.
Free action. It's only action if he pulls out popcorn.
That's interact with objects.
Yep.
Exactly.
So there's Cash. Cash is like, Mm-mm.
Cash like, alrighty, see you woke up on the wrong side of the field.
Universe. Then we're back around to how's Kahlan responding to this?
She is
Group of
going to
individuals.
attack Cash again. Does a 24 hit?
God dang it! Where were these rolls against the enemies we had?
You're right.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. So you are going to take or math, brain, work. 11 points of slashing damage, and then 8 points of force damage
Uh-huh.
on the first strike. Does a 21 hit?
Matches.
Okay. So that is
The cleric is not squishy.
14 points of slashing damage. And does an 18 hit? I don't think so.
Nope.
Okay.
Mm.
And she's standing in front of you, her sword out, with just this look of intensity on her face.
Cool, neat. Dex save, please.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
17.
Nope. 1d8, 2d8. You're gonna take 9 lightning damage. Just didn't zap by touching them.
You say 9?
Yeah, 9.
Okay.
9.
9.
Right.
All right, Missy, I'm gonna need you to settle down a bit.
Well, then
I'd
I
like
do
to-
believe we. Go ahead.
I'd like to look over to Prince, be like, if not an enemy, confused? Like, as this moment
Yes.
of like, what the fuck am I about to do? Because I will kill her.
If not
You just
enemy,
passed-
why enemy shaped?
And then fire attack. What do you want here? Like what?
You are
What?
giving off Cheshire Cat vibes, and it's bothering me. Jeez. Friend, very much a friend. Don't know why she's attacking.
Will roll. Yeah, you know what? Everybody roll insight. I think Will's DC is lower.
24.
Woo!
Oh God. 5.
Oh, I love the gambit. The gambit.
26.
The gamut. 26.
14.
14. Okay, yeah.
No,
so,
Gambit's cool too. You'll see. What we're doing.
That's right. I mean, I was gonna say that would have been fun if Will comes out and is like, "I'll shout out of my daughter's dickred." I can't do the Cajun accent.
All
I
right, so
can't
real
Will.
quick, just because you mentioned that quote, Tiff has that sticker.
Tiff does have our
yeah.
incomparable sticker mistress does in fact have that sticker as well as the Marvel Jesus sticker. Anyway,
Which I gave those out to Deadpool's and Wolverines
Back to the
and
game.
a few Gambits at DragonCon.
no, we can.
Everybody lost their shit at that sticker.
Fantastic.
So what's
Back to
up?
the game.
24.
Yeah. So, 24. So yes, Will and Cash. Cash having just been swung upon multiple times by Kahlan, and Will being native to this area. Will knows there are things in this area that protect this area that are not always visible. Cash You saw Kahlan get up. You did not see Kahlan wake up.
I'm going to cast command
Ooh.
at 6th level on Kahlan.
Okay.
Actually, I don't think I get anything for upcasting it. So JK, I'm gonna cast it at its normal level. But I'm gonna cast command on Kahlan.
On Kahlan. Okay.
It's a wisdom save.
$18.
Fail.
Oh.
DC is 19.
Oh.
Jeez.
And I'm just going to say, wake.
Also, if it makes you feel worse, you failed my dex save DC by 1 too.
If it makes you feel worse, you're wonderful.
Well, it's not gonna make her feel better.
To be fair, that was a wisdom save, not a dex save, so it may have been different. But wait, is my command.
So let's see. Just for funsies, Kahlan, roll a second wisdom save real quick.
16.
16. Okay. This works on the individual you are targeting. So Kahlan turns to Will with that same stare. And how to describe this, Kahlan? You feel someone calling your mind, demanding your mind to do a thing your mind is currently not capable of doing.
Okay.
I assume at this point, how does Kahlan's body react to this?
It doesn't.
Just, we're not
So if she's not awake like now, what I would do at this point is go, all right, you've had your fun. I'm here now. It's time to scram. You protect this place, and I respect that. We're just passing through. The more you make yourself known, the more we're going to have to cause problems, and you know I don't want to do that. Let her go.
So, how does Kahlan respond to that?
She's gonna look back at Cash and at Prince and Sado and take a step forward and sword raised.
Why do you have to make things difficult? And then I'm just gonna scream at like my voice gets like deeper, and I'm effectively like projecting at the entity that's holding her. Release, as I cast command on it.
Oh. All right. So, let's see the numbers. Let's see numbers. Kahlan, go ahead and roll a wisdom save.
That's a nat 20.
Why are you like this? I was being cool.
Will's like, look, why always with the fighty?
That was close.
Mm.
Okay.
Could I do another, or could Cash do another insight check?
Yes. What are you trying to see?
I like to see determine if this is, or well, I guess insider arcana. I'm trying to determine for Cash if this is a charm effect of some variety. a charm, a curse, whatever.
After you do your thing.
Go back to that. Where did insight go? Nope. D&D Beyond, why do you spite me? 23.
So you're trying to see if it's a charm effect?
If she's like charmed by something,
Mm-hmm.
let's see, or if, like cursed by something or some variety of that.
Okay. So it's I'm trying to think of if you've seen anybody in the party recently be charmed. You've seen people be charmed. This is not a charmed effect. This is actually not being a cleric and being acquainted with the effects of magic spells. This is not the effect of any spell.
Okay.
I need battle music.
The moment that you do that, I need you to do an intelligence saving throw. Cash.
Okey-dokey.
While he's rolling that, Prince is looking at Will like, okay, you know what's going on. Any tips?
I mean, it's not her. That helps. It's
I knew that.
sort of like possession, sort of like magic, sort of like, well, I don't know what you'd call it. Where are you from? It's not important at the moment. It's not her. There's a thing that really wants to protect the area and does not want to let her go. And it's being stubborn this time. They're usually not this stubborn.
That was a 19, by the way.
So you succeed. Does it do?
Fantastic.
Usually when I say drop it, they drop it.
You feel something attempt to penetrate your mind, but you
Oh my.
withhold.
Close it out.
Mm-hmm.
And that, I do believe, will give us initiative. Kahlan, you had a 22?
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
oh no.
Oh yes.
Oh shit. Oh
Oh,
no. Oh yes.
my.
Oh shit.
Oh my.
23.
23, nice.
I don't know what to do though.
Oh,
5.
Oh,
Sado
Dirty.
is very much. Go ahead.
dirty 20.
Okay.
19.
19.
I did forget to ask Cash in the beginning, how much did you heal Kahlan for? So you did a health spell, right? When you touched her?
Yes.
Hmm.
I don't remember.
It was a cure wounds level 1, 1d8.
Yeah, let me.
Plus your spell.
Or is it new rules? Because new rules, cure wounds is 2d8 plus your modifier.
Huh?
You beefed them up. That was nice.
I hadn't looked at the new rules yet. So I'm gonna be honest and fair. I'm going to go with the old rules. So that is still max healers for 13.
Sweet. Thanks.
Nice.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
He says with a hint of regret.
He's totally not going to be causing a problem. Yeah, I want.
It's
Battle
fine. When
music
it
will
gets
be
to
next.
Cash's turn, it's going to be he has a plan.
I like plans. So it is Prince's turn first. As Sado is like, I'm gonna see what these magical people do here. Like, what do you got?
As he watches for his action again.
Yep.
If it makes you feel better, my initiative sucks too. I have a +1. That's
So
decent
we
enough.
know that Prince is able to see into people and see the inhabitants of a body. She's
Ooh.
gonna use her
Oh.
Reaper vision to try and see what's in there.
Oh, that I didn't think about that. I like that. So she sees I imagine souls have this brightness, and she's seen Sado's soul, she's seen Laz's soul mind, she's seen the slipstreams left behind. Kahlan's right now is as dim as a mind can be and still be there. It's like grayscale, and the slipstream from it, I imagine it's because there's like the slipstream from it is you can kind of trail where she had been,
Okay.
and it trails back a little ways and then has an endpoint. This is and knowing sort of, well, you don't really know the area. You saw Cash fall of the sky, but yes, it trails it trails back a bit and it has an endpoint there. What was that? Let's see.
So I'm going
That's
to
the
believe that that endpoint is where she appeared here.
that would be a good assumption.
Do I see something in there besides her?
Let's see. So this is souls we're seeing. I love that I had not considered this. So part of the reason that you see her mind, her soul is dimmed and as grayscaled as it is the sepia sort of coloration of the area is wrapped up in her mind and is dimming her mind.
Okay. I don't know where to go from there. Um, Normally for Prince, she'll see like for Aja, she would see the entity there. Uh,
Mhm.
she's going to move towards where Kaylin entered. She's gonna, I guess, kind of like check that area to see if she can figure out what the heck is possessing her. But I'm gonna say that looking inward like that is her action.
Okay. So she's moving towards that, and that's probably like 30-ish feet. So it would constitute your movement. Um,
I was right next to
let's
Kaylin though, so Kaylin would probably get an attack on me.
okay. That's M's call.
Just strike.
An opportunity attack if you wanted to take it.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I land? Oh wait.
Does a 28 hit?
Oh,
Ouch.
Yeah,
I love acting like I don't know what's happening.
that's 14 points of damage.
Ah, fuck. Okay,
Oh.
that hurt. Um, yeah, just backing up slowly, gives a strike at her, and she's bleeding, but she's going to keep moving.
Okay. So you're gonna get to that spot. Uh, roll a charisma save.
Oh no. Okay, at least I'm good at that.
No.
5. 15.
15 just saves.
Good.
You feel something try to weave itself around your mind. You feel that it's if you could feel sepia seeping into your mind and trying to engulf your senses. I don't know that you could see your own soul. That's very introspective. That's an existential crisis waiting to happen.
Yeah, no, I don't want to see my own. So that nope, nope.
But you feel something attempt to enwrap your mind in the same way that you see Kahlan's. Okay, in that location. So
All right,
now,
I just want to
mm,
shout out something's here, just like pointing at the ground. Like there's a freaking
mhm.
gopher down there. I don't know.
It's the possession gopher. So it's Kahlan's turn then.
So Prince, take a step back. Cash is in front of me. Where's Sado in all this?
I think he had been a bit back,
I was
so he's
standing.
probably 10 feet.
I was standing next to Will.
Okay.
In the back with popcorn.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. She is gonna take. Well, let me see here. She is. Just checking my feeds real quick.
Left one, right one. Got it.
Yeah.
She is going to take her attacks against Cash again.
Mhm.
My shocked face.
Not yet.
Pun
She hasn't hit
intended.
you with shocking grasp yet.
Damn it.
So a 14 does not hit on the first one.
Nope. I haven't seen you in almost 2 months. You just come back and start swinging. Jesus.
23.
Wow.
Okay. And I gotta check on this. To go. Okay. That is 8, 9, 10, 11, 15 points of slashing damage plus. How many 10? Plus 4 points of force damage. Is that what my telekinetic thrust is? Yeah. And make a oh, I'm sorry, wrong one. No, yeah. Make a strength saving throw.
Sure. $24.
Okay, you made that. She is going to move past you towards Sado. And because of her mobile feat, I can do that without an opportunity attack. And she's going to take a strike at Sado. Does a 23 hit, Sado?
Yep.
Someone's enjoying this.
It was the way he said, yep. That got me.
Well, she's today.
Okay, I keep rolling 7s on this fucking D8. So it's 14 points of damage.
Boo.
I rolled like 3 7s in a row.
Her dice is loaded.
I'll switch dice. It's my Misty Mountain dice. I don't know what to tell you.
It's good product placement.
Right? Yep, I'm not going to use any bonus action. So I'm standing in front of Sado now.
All right. That would make it Will's turn, as Kahlan is just ignoring. Well, yeah. Kahlan is not responding to her friends trying to talk her down.
All right, I'm going to try this one more time before I get mean, because I've been told that she is a friend. I don't really want to get mean yet.
Kahlan is friend, not foe.
Well, we'll see. So I'm gonna try and cast command one last time. Try it one more time.
Okay. Nice.
And essentially what's going to happen is I'm going to look at her exasperated. My hands are going to start to make the motion for a very different spell. Something that seems to have a lot more malintent. As I look at her, glance at Prince, and then at Sado and Cash, go, fine. This is your last chance. Release her! And using this command release on the entity.
What sort of wisdom saving throw can you give me now, Kahlan?
So I've had my hands up here since they said that they were going to cast command. I rolled. I put my hands up here so you guys could see my hands. So I have not touched my dice. Oh my gosh, I don't know if that's going to focus. That is a 19.
A 19. Oh!
So that is a dirty 20.
So
All right.
about that,
I'll kill you next time. It's fine. I was
About-
trying to be nice, but I'm bored.
about that though, I have an ability and I need to roll a d4. I apologize, I don't have a d4 out.
Do I need to run one to you?
Apparently I can't find any of my d4. There it is. Okay. So using 2 sorcery points, I can give you a penalty on that. How about a 3?
How about a what?
3. What does that make it? -3 off on that.
17. My save is 19.
Then I will. Huh?
Okay.
No, you go.
Well, no, what are we going to do?
Well, this is going to use something unless you have something else you're going to say.
Wait,
what
so
are we going to
Freemaker-
use?
I was going to use Indomitable.
Indomitable does what? I can't remember.
It allows me to re-roll.
Now, does the penalty apply to the penalty would not apply to the re-roll, right? Penalty.
Wait,
It says to the creature's roll, so I'm gonna say probably no.
It wouldn't
So
apply
that's
to
bullshit.
re-roll. But she has to roll an 18 or higher, because if she's got a +1, like she just said, she's got to roll an 18 or higher. So it's still better for us that she has to re-roll.
All right.
Okay.
Like, she's got the chance for it, but...
That is an 8. So 9.
You best add a 10, otherwise it fails.
Okay. So...
Teamwork. Woo.
That's right. All right. So then, so Prince has still got the goggles on, right? Okay. So you hear that reverberation on the word release. You've heard cash. Oh, man, I got extra L's in my mouth, and they just want to come out on every word. You have heard cash, cast, command before. You have heard that reverberation, and you hear that from Will. And looking at Kahlan and looking at Kahlan's soul, Kahlan's mind, it goes from grayscale, that sepia retreats, and her mind starts brightening again. And
I think
Dorothy just stepped into the land of Oz.
Prince just kind of like puts up a hand, like, I think that worked.
Okay. It's Cash's turn.
Level 6 inflict wounds. No, I'm kidding. Well, we don't know that worked yet. So, who wants? Since we were talking about Sepia and I'm kind of getting a vibe from it. Who likes pinatas? Levitate.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna have her.
On Kahlan?
Yeah, and I'm gonna have her just like hover like 3 feet in the air where she can't touch anything. But she can be touched very violently if necessary. Even Prince could reach.
Is that there's a saving throw for that, right?
Because I'm
Prince is only
unwilling.
2 inches shorter than you, motherfucker.
Are you?
Wild magic made me grow.
Yeah, it's a concept.
Ooh. What's my con? Oh my god.
-7.
27.
Shit.
I have a really good con.
So Kahlan now, regaining consciousness in that like you're waking up from that like mind altering sleep kind of. You're aware of your surroundings, but still like groggy. You feel magic trying to lift you off the ground, and you just refuse to do that. Roll insight, Kahlan.
Yeah, 24.
Nice. So you that grogginess, you've been drunk before, you've been knocked down to 0 hit points before. You know that sort of grogginess. This
Mhm.
is a spiritual grogginess. This is something wrapped around. It's not the way that it was before where you were actually unconscious, but this is something wrapped around you, and you're wrapped around your mind and your spirit, and you still feel that after effect, and that's what you're trying to come up out of.
Okay. She's gonna kind of like shake her head and like reach up towards her neck.
Okay. So yes, as you reach towards your neck, you feel something not you there.
Great. I guess she's gonna try to pull it off.
Well, can she do that now, or does she have to wait till her turn to do that?
That's a good question. Probably just reach for her neck then, because I don't think she can do any like movement.
She's got a grip on it.
Mm-hmm.
She's so Cash, that was Cash's action, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Bonus action.
You know what? Yeah, let's do that. So he's do a healing word on himself. First level.
Good. All right.
Just get a little bit of that back
Because this
terrible,
tiefling
but
is
still
just...
a little bit whacking.
So Sado, your popcorn, you have reached the bottom of your bag of popcorn, and it is time.
No, is Kahlan still standing in front of me?
Mm-hmm. I look very confused.
Oh, that's right.
Is she... Do I notice her going to grab for whatever this thing is?
I would say so, yeah. I mean, you're right in front of him, right? Like 5 feet in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so she's...
I will assist if she will let me. Just use my monkey grip and remove.
I don't know. She's pretty freaked out right now, and she's not exactly like sure how the extent of it wrapped around. Like it is wrapped around her throat, so you could try to help her maybe pull, but it might end up hurting her more than helping her.
Do you want a not? I guess a contested roll, like a persuasion roll, or just Sado make that call?
Just snap her neck. I'll bring her back.
I mean, that's an option. It's like I have a diamond. I know.
As long as the head's still attached, we can bring her back.
You're right.
I don't suppose I know that it's a thing, do I? Like, let's say I use a stunning strike on it, or 2 stunning fingers.
A stunning flick. Well, I mean, a thing that's invisible as she's grabbing, you see like she's grabbing something that you can't see, and it's like she's not grabbing her own, like she's grabbing something that is attached to her.
I don't want to interrupt what Sado is doing, but can I see it?
What's that?
Can I see it? If it's invisible, I can't.
If it's invisible, you can.
If it's actually something that's there and invisible, yes, with the goggles.
Okay.
Then I guess I will just hold my action to assist.
Man, that's right. It's awakened. Oh. So we're gonna go with this so that it's not a full blown retcon or me fully screwing up. It was me fully screwing up.
No, honestly,
sand.
Prince is still looking at the ground like, what the fuck is down there? And then she sees, oh shit.
This is the moment in like every Iron Man movie where his suit has like gone offline and he's like inside of it trying to get it to come back online. The goggles in this new environment, the sand that had hit from Cash, they kind of were blinkering, and then you just hear that as they fully come back on, and you see very close to you it's hovering, floating. It is a tentacled creature. Think like a decapitated mind flayer head / beholder type. One next to you, one fully wrapped around Kahlan. It's like between her shoulders, up the back of her neck, tentacles wrapped around her neck, down here, up the sides of her head, like wrapped around her horns. Not like strangling, but like it's
Secured.
on, and it's like, oh, this is.
There's people that are into that.
This is true. It's hentai. It's not hentai. It's not hentai.
We'll go with snug.
It's yes.
So she's just kind of going to look down at the one next to her and just go, hi.
Do they have language? You are within 5 feet. So you. Oh, this is a fun. So you don't hear it like auditory. You feel in your mind the sound of sepia. You hear gibberish at first. And this is that moment from Star Trek where they encountered a new species, and the translator had to learn the new language the universal translator. You hear gibberish, but it's telepathy. And so, like, how does a translation and telepathy work? You're speaking in like the language of thought, right? So it's not like telepathy doesn't work as like you have to understand English to understand me, or does it?
I am not a sci-fi person. Goddamn. I do believe you would have to know the language.
Do you understand the words that come out of my mouth?
I do have comprehend languages, though.
All right, that's right. I searched out of the world. This creature having the natural ability to have the ability to communicate with any creature that has a mind, or must they know the same language? I have some reference. Communicate mentally, contact a creature, doesn't need to share a language,
Hell yeah.
Oh,
but
okay.
it must be able to understand at least one language. Okay, so you hear gibberish. You hear gibberish that sounds like static. For and as it's sort of crackling and it's forming itself into words. So you start hearing that crackling, you hear words that make sense to you, but not yet in like the proper order. And then it keeps going and it starts coming together. And finally you start hearing like intruders, and that these are, it's talking to you. What is it going to say to you?
GTFO.
Yeah, right. What? Wait, I get to do the thing that I didn't think I was going to get to do. Cool. It finally, you hear intruders, you hear protect, and then you hear, what are you?
Concerned for my friend. Let her go.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer. That's not the one that has your friend.
I know,
I don't.
but I'm
I don't
assuming they're
have.
working together.
What is friend?
She just points at Kahlan.
Friend. Okay. Make a persuasion roll. I know you got good charisma, so I don't think this is going to go unexpectedly bad.
Persuasion. Okay. 21.
21. Let's see. What is the contested roll for persuasion?
I tend to do
usually-
wisdom, like a wisdom save.
Wisdom. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So that's plus. We're gonna go there.
What'd you say, Kat?
Oh, I'm on the. So were you not able to hear me there?
No.
You were like super distant.
Every time
I
you go
was
to the
over on
different
another.
tab. Yeah.
Yep. You said you rolled a 21.
Yes, sir.
Amazing. It rolled a dirty 20. So Sado's holding his action, right? Prince has taken
Correct.
her action. Oh, I'm going in and out. Prince has taken her action.
Did not hear what you said.
No, I was on the other tab, so I said, it is that thing's turn. It will. See, this is the part where things went unexpectedly.
What's over there?
It doesn't like that you can see it either.
I'm about to make everybody see it if you don't you let her
Well, I
go.
was gonna say, it'll use it. So okay, make a charisma saving throw, but this time make it with advantage.
Okay.
Me or her?
No, Prince.
Who? Prince? That one ran off the table. Okay. 25.
25. That will beat a 15. So you
Yes.
feel, yeah, you feel that sepia trying to seep in again around your shoulder, and having fought it off before, you're very acquainted with the ability to fight it off again. You hear it as it tries to commandeer your mind. does not understand this idea of friend. You are intruder and not of this area, and it's supposed to protect this area from intruders. But you've stopped it. It can't enwrap your mind. That makes it Kahlan's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick, episode title suggestion: The Seeping Sepia.
The seeping.
Ugh.
Okay. Let me see. I'm looking over her spell list. I think she's just going to try to. How would I describe this? She can feel something sitting there, so she's like running her hands along to try to figure out where it's all attached to her. And she'll try to pull what she feels like is a rope or a tentacle or whatever. She's going to try to pull it off.
Okay, so then, pardon me, make a strength check.
Oh no. I rolled a 2, so that's a 11.
Good modifier.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick,
It
since did Sado actually end up helping her?
He's
Would that
holding
give
his
her
action.
advantage?
Oh yeah. Were you holding? You were holding your action to help.
Yes,
But
essentially.
you can, you can roll that with advantage.
Or I can just do it, but you know.
That's not much better. I rolled a 4. So, 13.
13. So that'll do it because it rolled a 3 plus a 1, so it rolled a 4 for its strength check.
Okay, so I got
So-
one of its like tentacles off.
Mhm.
Okay.
Do you want to use a bonus action?
What do I have for bonus actions? I don't really have any bonus actions that will don't have anything that will do anything. So
Bonus action, kick his ass.
There's that option. Is message incoming? Okay, so it is its turn. Okay, so you rolled that. So roll that charisma save. Wait. Let me see that block. Okay, roll that charisma save at advantage.
okay. This is a fucking nat 1.
Oh, interesting.
Shit.
So for a so you pull and Sado is helping. Sado can't see it. You can't see it. You've just gotten a hold of something and you're not letting go because you're like, if I let go, then I don't know where it is. And you pull and you feel it physically loose. So it has already sort of loosened its grip on your mind, and now you feel it physically loosening that grip, and then it tightens, and your mind goes gray again. And that is its turn, which means it's now Will's turn.
Can you still hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Sorry, my headphones just did something weird, so.
So she's clearly back to herself.
Well, she was briefly, and now she's back to that same. How did you describe it? It's like a blank anger, or no, I'm sorry, not an anger, but like a blank
intensity.
Kahlan's, yes, Kahlan's blank, but there is that blank intensity back again. Now Prince did Prince told everybody, right, that there's two things there. So everybody, even if you can't see it, you know there's two things.
Hmm. So I'm getting bored of this.
I apologize.
No, not Meg, to be very clear. So I think something needs to be done. And, well, unfortunately, I can't see it. So I don't have much of a choice. So I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon in the form of a whip and aim for her neck.
Ooh.
Okay. So you're aiming for Kahlan's neck, or are you aiming for the invisible thing you've been told is there?
I'm aiming for the invisible thing I'm told is there. Knowing what I know from being from here and all of the things I know about these creatures, that's my best guess is where it's got her. But I have no confirmation. So if it's not there, I'm going for the throat. But the goal is to hit her.
Okay. So rolling against invisible things, you roll your attack at disadvantage.
Okay. Sure. Disadvantage.
That was a
100%.
sound.
Those were the exact same roll.
Can somebody clip whatever that noise was?
Yes, please.
You know, hey, we're having a good time, So that.
Well, it sounds getting choked and somebody's into that.
So that's a 27 to hit.
Woo! At disadvantage, I love that.
I rolled 2 17s.
Fuck yeah.
So that will 27 surprisingly will hit.
Thanks, friend.
So give it that sweet damage.
Yeah, that sweet max damage.
So question I'm not taking this damage, the thing is.
Correct, because it was targeted to the invisible thing.
So that is 13 points of damage.
Excellent. And that's piercing? Slashing.
That is, I believe, technically. Yeah,
it's a whip, so it's Devo damage.
Whip it good. That's not a pun. That doesn't count as a pun, right?
That is still a pun.
That's a reference.
That's force damage.
Force damage. Okay. Okay. So it we're gonna do it this way. Okay, so it's plus 1. What's the DC? Get back to the damn screen. What's the DC on a concentration check?
It is half the damage or 10, whichever is higher.
Okay.
So in this case,
right.
10.
So Will has hit it. We're gonna say deep in that mental prison cell that Kahlan is in. Despite not having control, she feels she doesn't take damage, but she feels damage being inflicted around her, and the sepia not being happy about it, but not loosening its physical or mental grip.
Okay.
That was Will's bonus action.
Yeah, that's my turn. That's my whole turn. Make that happen.
Okay. Gotcha. So now it is.
Because I have to cast the spell originally, and it's like a whole thing. So that's my whole turn.
Gotcha. So the spectral, it's a spectral whip, I believe. Yeah, the spectral whip appears, and it looks like it's coming for Kahlan's throat, and Sado is like, "Oh, here it comes!" And it gets, because Sado's hands and Kahlan's hands are both very close to, And we know from Jacques the Whipper that a whip is extraordinarily precise as a weapon. And so that spectral whip lashes out and just catches that tendril that's at the front of the throat and inflicts max damage on it. And that makes it Cash's turn.
Cash?
Well, so at this point, I believe Cash would be aware of said thing.
Yeah, everybody's aware that they're there. Prince is the only one who can see them. Because the goggles that should have seen them the whole time just came back online because somebody forgot that they see invisible things also.
I was just too distracted.
That happens sometimes.
She couldn't tell what was all the. It's all sepia, right? So there's like different tones of sepia.
Yeah, it's kind of gradients of. It's like dark vision where you see in shades of gray. You're seeing in shades of sepia.
That's
50
the
shades
title.
of sepia.
50 Shades of Sepia.
Also, potential title for this episode, 50 Shades of Sepia, because there's been some whipping and some choking.
Yep.
And
Yep. That has
Yep.
to be. It
Yeah.
has to be.
I mean, yep. Amazing.
So Cash is going to walk up and touch and kind of like go to poke Kahlan's throat, which his finger would stop at whatever the fuck is there.
Yep.
And we're going to cast Inflict Wounds on that poke.
Nice. So that is an attack roll, right? Yeah. So that's at disadvantage.
Yep.
Which feels weird because if you've actually touched it, but
Why is it at disadvantage?
well, let me double check because it's invisible.
It's not a ranged attack.
Right. Let me
Touch
double
spell.
check the actual roll on here because it's in. I know attack rolls.
It's invisible, but his finger would stop at it when it hits the resistance of
because
the
invisible.
thing.
Sorry, I forgot. Because I can see him.
Right. Attack rolls against creature have disadvantage. Yeah, it's interesting.
So I also gather my necessary D10 for this. Let's see, disadvantage. I am rusty because it's been a while.
Well, I mean, you did hit the ground pretty hard, and you got sand in your armor, and so now it's like grinding a little bit.
22.
What did you say?
I poke it with a 22.
That 22, that's a disadvantage. I love these disadvantage rolls in the 20s. That will
Cap,
hit.
check your
Surprising.
message.
Okay.
So that is could be how many D10s? Let's check. Let's go. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 8, 6.
So it's supposed to be. Is sepia? Is it supposed to be sepia, not sepia?
I've always heard it as sepia.
I always heard it as sepia.
I've always heard it as sepia, so we have 3 opinions already.
Oh no.
Also, I hope that little thing can hear this.
Jeez.
So, oh god,
What does
math,
Google
18,
say?
28,
Sepia.
36,
It's sepia.
42, 48, 49. Is there any adds? That's 49 poking damage.
Oh,
Damn.
love it. I'd say it's not looking good, but you don't know that. But Prince does, in fact, know it's not looking good.
Good job.
Cash does the Kakashi thumbs up.
Did you have a bonus action you want to do? So yeah, she just walks up and I mean, this is Cash's go-to. Cash has dropped crits on this thing thrice. So just walks up, finds it, and just kind of runs along the just.
And yeah, he's gonna do another healing word on himself because he's recovered from that shit. So
Ooh, I don't think it can
let's
do that. Let's see. I don't think that's gonna matter. So it's okay. Let's see here.
and after the bonus healing, gosh,
Mhm. Okay. So the DC strictly. I don't know if you can hear me. Come back.
Yep.
The DC on that concentration check strictly was 24.5. It rolled a 25 con
was it
save.
half?
Is half the damage or 10. So the DC rounded up was 25. It rolled an 18 plus its 7. It rolled a 25, but it just barely held on because that damage is ruining its day here a little bit.
So it's Kim Wild.
So it's Sado's turn now, as you see Cash walk up and just calmly too. This man doesn't even get flustered anymore about this. Just walks up and just follows, actually sees where the whip hit, sees where your hands still are, and just kind of goes from where your hand is out.
What is it trying to do? Is it trying to re-grapple back to Kahlan?
Yes, it has her. It's back. It's the tension is back to it. It's not trying to strangle her, but it has reasserted its.
Hold.
How did you describe it? It's comfortable nestling on and around her head, neck, and shoulders.
Is this a face hugger?
Well, can they be stunned?
Certainly try.
You can absolutely try. Em, are you telling me to check something? Oh, the cap.
I guess I will do a stunning strike then.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. So
Eat
yes, at disadvantage, but come on with these 20s. I love these disadvantaged 20s.
Why is it a disadvantage?
They're
It is
invisible.
invisible. So this is the stunning flick. You see,
Even after taking damage, it's still invisible.
yes.
Okay.
Its concentration checks. Well, so this is not a thing you would know, but its concentration checks are not to maintain invisibility. Invisibility is a natural feature of it.
Gotcha.
Unlike,
And was I just rolling to hit?
right. So rolling to hit at disadvantage.
Well, if I'm doing... Okay, never mind. So 2 12s, so 19 on each.
19 will hit. So I assume you do you're not going in for because this is in the throat. It's the stunning flick, right?
Correct.
And what is what's
the DC is 13?
13. Okay. And that's a con save, right?
Nope, DC is 14, and yes, it's a con save.
I just really love how you're stern but confused inflection matches Grog when he's confused.
Yeah. It rolled. So I'm not even gonna tell you what it rolled because you go in, you saw, Kahlan had it, you had your hands on it, you saw Cash come in where your hand was and kind of make this thing. So you just kind of, with your hand still on it, you go in there and you just kind of flick, and you pour that key point in there. And at the moment that you flick, you see the tentacle, and you see it loses its invisibility. Kahlan, your mind is you're groggy, but you wake up again, and it is now stunned and visible to
What'd you
everyone.
roll?
I rolled a 6 plus 7, so I rolled a 13.
Amazing. Amazing.
So what was the damage on that hit?
It's not damage.
So it is. You do damage on the unarmed strike. The stunning part is the use of a key point.
Oh, okay. 1 second.
Okay. I just realized there's a picture of a desert on the stream. I love
11.
that.
11 points of damage.
11. Cool. Okay. All right, and it is. Nice. Okay, so you get a second strike then too, right?
Correct.
And it's at advantage because it's stunned. So you went from disadvantage to advantage.
Another 19.
Another 19. Nice, nice.
10 damage.
10 damage. All right. That was Sado. Excellent, excellent. Did you want to use a bonus action? Or was the
Bonus action. Nope, I still have my bonus action.
Okay.
I will, I guess, flurry of fingers this thing since it's so latched.
Not gonna say what I just thought.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you finger that bitch.
Flurry of Fingers is the unofficial NSFW only Fey title for this episode.
Tiff, make that sticker.
Fingers.
Oh my.
Make that sticker. Also, Tiff, you're muted.
Note it down, Flurry of Fingers.
Oh,
You don't
shit.
need to hear me cringe.
It's from the Only Fey line.
Yeah, that's right. So
Well.
yes, so this is 2 more strikes at advantage for both of them.
29 for the first.
29.
So that's a crit plus 9.
Mm-hmm.
That is 23.
23 damage or 23 on the second attack?
No, 23 on the second attack. No, I'm rolling damage.
Okay, so yes, both hit. Cool.
18 damage on the first hit, since it's the crit.
Oh, beautiful.
9,
You said 18?
and then 9 on the second.
9. Very good. Very good. Yep. So it is looking very beaten. It is losing its physical grip on Kahlan at this point too. Well, it's stunned. So
That's my turn.
I guess in the no, paralyzed. I was going to say in the stunned condition, does it like maintain essentially rigor mortis? But I don't think it does. I think it's essentially at that point it goes limp. If it were paralyzed or petrified, I'd say it probably maintained. So it is now, yes, losing its physical grip on Kahlan. So it is Prince's turn.
Okay, so I lost track. Are they both still up?
They're both still up. The one attached to Kahlan is visible to everyone and is stunned, slipping, and very beat up. The one next to you, you can see, and it has been interacting with you unharmed.
If you look at the chat too, you can see what the thing looks like. What you see now.
I want to see that. No, ew. What the hell?
How long does the stunned
nightmare
condition
fail.
last for?
What's that?
How long does the stunned condition last for?
I think it gets a save on its next turn, or I think it's at the end of. Let's see, stun 5e.
Which chat is the thing posted in? Sorry.
It's in the actual stream.
Oh,
Um,
and my thing's glitching, so those tentacles have invaded Meg's picture space. I'm gonna take a
Ooh.
screenshot of that.
Sounds about right.
Anyway, I'm gonna try one last time to talk this thing and see if I can get it to stand down.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think at it?
I think I try to convince it that we belong here.
Intriguing.
We are here because we're supposed to be.
Okay. So, fortunately, the rolls are the same for you. So roll persuasion. It's both persuasion and deception. You believe that you belong here. So I guess it's persuasion because you believe that you belong here. But do you believe that you belong here? Roll insight on yourself. No, I'm just kidding.
It's deception because no, she does not belong here. She wants to go back to where she was.
And she knows she doesn't. So
yeah, so no, this is gonna be
Yeah.
deception.
Okay.
Don't believe in you. Believe in the DM that believes in you.
16. Okay.
You're talking on another tab.
Yep, here we go. That was a natural 20 insight. This very clearly knows you don't belong here. So
fuck it. Okay, I'm just I'm just gonna put a hand in front of it and cast guiding bolt on it.
There you go.
Amazing. Yes.
With disadvantage, but
No, you can see it. So it's a regular roll. Or is it because it's range?
it's a range attack, and it's
Okay.
right in front of me. But 24 to hit.
24 with disadvantage hits.
Okay. That is 18 radiant damage, and now everyone sees it shining.
Yep. So they are both fully visible. Well, it's shining. It's not visible, right? So basically, they see the glow around it.
Yeah, basically.
Is that how it works? I think, yeah. So everybody knows
Next
where
person
both
would get
of them are.
advantage.
That's right.
The other one's looking pretty rough. If you allow it, because I did try to talk to it, I'll do a bonus action as well.
Yep, that'll work. Yeah, no, thinking is a free action.
Cool. Thinking is a free action. Wow. There's a lot of people in the world that need to hear that.
I was going to say, I want that instead of an I voted sticker.
Thinking is a free action.
Thinking is a free action. We can make that
right.
a t-shirt, yeah, with the I voted, but the thinking is a free action.
Then I'm going to quicken spell Eldritch Blast on the one that's holding Kahlan.
Nice. Yep.
15 to hit.
15 will not hit.
Okay. Next one, 17 to hit.
17 will hit.
7 damage on that.
Okay.
Still standing.
It is barely clinging on.
29 to hit.
29, in fact, hits.
6.
And that second, so the first one goes just wide because you've got 3 people clustered around. You're trying not to hit Kahlan. This thing is on her, so you're like, okay, I got to angle, and one misses.
Hey,
The
Cash,
second one,
duck.
Yeah, that's right. Sado, move your hand. Your hands are the size of her head. So the first one misses. The second one hits. The third one hits the tentacle that Cash has dropped all that necrotic damage into. That Sado has been just flicking. And that third force blast knocks that tentacle, hits that tentacle, and tears the whole thing off of Kahlan's back.
Did the Eldritch Blast hit Kahlan too?
No, because it was not nat 1, everybody could see it. Yeah.
Also, I'm aiming for the creature, not just the part around you.
Yeah, but it's also on her head.
Yeah, but so because it's visible, so that's why the
Hmm.
first
I didn't
one
roll
missed.
in that one.
Yeah, and
That's
that
fair.
one probably would have Caitlin be like, "Ow!"
It's okay. It just hurts a little. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. Ow!
Also, my video crashed. What color is a shiny? Whatever the fuck this is.
What color? Oh, she would do.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, she would do either pink or green. She'll do pink today.
I love that. So against this background, Will, probably for the first time in a very long time, you see a burst of color like you have not seen. Well, you said you do have a very color, but this is like neon compared to the colors you're used to seeing.
That was fun.
There's still one over here.
It is Kaylin's turn. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, you hit that one over there. Okay, so it is not Kaylin's turn yet. Having realized that, I'm off the tab. Having realized that this tabaxi, this snow leopard tabaxi, is incredibly charismatic and resistant to its attempts to dominate her. This is 50 Shades of Sepia. It will. So the one's name was Christian, and the no.
And neither of them truly understand consent. Go on.
Correct.
Exactly. Exactly. It will make 2 tentacle attacks.
Why?
Blame M. I'm finally gonna say it. Blame M.
I put it in chat, but one more suggestion for title change: 50 Shades of Sepia and the Flurry of Fingers. We're just gonna make it like a Harry Potter title.
No, you're making 2 tentacle attacks on the pussy. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's a 21 to hit on the first one.
Yeah, that hits.
And a natural 1 on the second. So we'll do the damage and then we'll see how that plays out. I'm off the
Okay.
on the tab. So it's 2d8 plus 4.
I do not need a natural 20 tentacle attack.
I'm still waiting for the fan art, man. I'm just like,
I don't need that.
I'm just surprised it hasn't happened yet. Like, really, just.
That is surprisingly low. That's a
Good.
3d8. That's a 2,
That's
a
what
4,
she
and a
said.
2 plus 4. So that's 12 points
It hurts a little.
of psychic damage. Sorry, Tiff.
Oh shit.
And the second tentacle attack is a nat 1. So it I love it. It's got 9 tentacles, not 10 tickles. 9.
It physically hits me with a tentacle and it hurts my brain.
Yes.
Weird,
Okay.
right? The imagery that you get from this 9 pecular monster.
I get the fan art straight in my head.
The second, actually, so you know what? The second tentacle, I'm gonna roll that attack again too, not against you.
It's not against you, it's for you.
So it rolled a 17 on the second. So the nat 1, the first tentacle gets you. The second tentacle comes around to hit you, hits the first tentacle because it rolled against its own AC. So it's going to take damage from itself.
What does it see? You're talking on another tab.
Something Cthulhu arise.
It gave itself 17 points of damage, and so yeah. What? So if hentai porn is the thing that terrifies us, what terrifies the monster in hentai porn? Like it's you know what hits it? Boring missionary style with 2 white bread humanoids. Ordinary. You know what? It sees 2 humanoids soaking.
I need you to stop. That's too boring for me. I can't handle it.
That's
I
it.
can
It's the most-
growl.
And they're both of age.
That's
Oh,
right. That's right.
night. Oh, you made it worse. Oh.
We need to move on.
That's exactly what's happening in that poor thing's head. Oh wow. Oh wow.
This is like, it's envisioning like the Kellogg's cornflakes of sex.
It is. It is. It imagines 2 unflavored bottles of tap water.
Whose turn is it, please?
It's Kahlan's turn.
Good lord.
Tonight, we have not had a growl from you yet. You're right. That's about
That's
the only thing we're missing.
true.
I just
That-
haven't
that
had
might-
a need to rage.
You might need to make up for the terrible discussion we're having instead.
Kahlan is gonna hold her action. When that thing gets blasted off, she falls to one knee, is just
You're-
like
you're
kind
blasting
of
out the squid
reeling
thing?
from having her mind taken over by this thing.
It's still that groggy. You had the nap that lasted just long enough that you don't know what century you woke up in.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you're holding your action.
Yeah, I'm holding my actions if it attacks someone again.
Okay. So the first one's dead. So it is now Will's turn.
Cool, fam. So first things first, because I have it out with my bonus action, I'm gonna use my spiritual weapon on this thing, and that is going to be it's not great. 19.
19 will hit. You have advantage because it is guiding bolted.
Guiding bolt straight up the butt. Yep, that's a 19.
All right. Yep, that will hit.
Yeah, girl, give it the bonus.
That was not my DA. That was not the right thing. Okay. That's 12 points of force damage.
Okay.
And then my hands start making the same shape that they had made when I had made an assertion about Kahlan being a foe, but I had let the spell drop previously. In this moment, I complete the spell aimed at the creature. I can, for just that brief moment, see. And it needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
As this like black lightning shoots from my hands to hit it.
Mm-hmm. Where did you go? Is that up there? 15 and 7 is 22.
Heard. Okay, so it's gonna take half damage. So it's gonna take 21 points of necrotic damage.
Nice.
That is halved. Not half of that. That is the half.
That's the half. Excellent. So so like it's like black lightning in here, and this is so for Will. Go ahead.
Really, really important. Can we, because I'm doing both of these things on my turn, can we say I did this first?
The necrotic?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Because this spell cannot reduce the hit points below 1. So, I release this, like, it looks like black lightning and hits them, and it starts to, like, corrupt their body and flow through. And as they're sitting there, that's when my whip comes out and cracks them across the face.
Yep. Comes up. Hits the tentacle that they hit themselves, that it hit itself with. Beautiful. And so yes, this looks like black lightning to you. To everybody else, what looks like black lightning to you looks like the fabric of space. Like it looks like absence. It's like a strike of nothingness.
The
So
Reaper is
it,
intrigued.
so it's Vanta Black.
Yes. Yep.
Only
The
without
Reaper is
being
intrigued, but also a little freaked out.
So it is Cash's turn.
And that one thing's still alive, barely.
It is. It's. What's the technical term for? Oh no, that's in 4E. It's bloodied.
It's like,
I think my version of that is roughed up.
Fucking the way that this episode is, we're gonna give it the shocker.
And Meg's gone. All right. Oh, Meg's back, but muted.
Meg's doing the thing where they're thinking about things really hard, so their face disengages completely. So instead of looking disinterested while listening, is choosing to be perceived.
Not be visible. Yep. Works.
I'll just
So
buy
we're
you a
doing the
map.
shocker.
Which by shocker I mean 4th level inflict wounds.
Oh, beautiful. And that is not at disadvantage because the guiding bolt.
It is not.
Does the guiding bolt make it? How long does the guiding bolt make it visible? Is it 1 turn or is it just visible now?
I'm sorry. Guiding bolt was for me. It was just the next attack.
Flash of magical dim light
Damn.
glittering on
God damn.
Very,
until-
very loud motorcycle. Sorry, guys, I couldn't mute fast enough.
That's how fast this thing should have run away.
Right?
Sorry. Yeah, guiding bolt's gone. I was
Okay.
distracted because now I'm thinking like the after show of this episode is just going to be aftercare.
Correct. Yeah. So inflict wounds is it's gonna, so that'll be a disadvantage because the guiding
Okay.
bolt.
I rolled another one just in case. That's gonna be 24 to hit. That's a 14.
Yep, 24 will do it.
And I need
24.
one less die this time. So, which any money you can set out this time. Just one. Nice, at 2. Okay, cool. And you. So less threatening. 10, 20, 32, 38. Yeah, that's 38. Necrotic.
38.
Straight
Straight to that.
cap.
To that. The tentacle that hurt itself.
It hurts itself as a confusion.
Yeah. Confuse you. It's like Cthulhu, but it's confused. So that was your action. Bonus action.
That will be another D4 of healing word to myself.
Nice. But yeah, once again, just nonchalantly, you're like, oh, there's another one. All right. Walk across, find Prince. You're like, hang, it's right. I know it's here somewhere. It's right. Oh, there we go.
Yep.
It was glowing a minute ago.
Yeah. Ah, fuck, where'd it go? It was
Not
glowing
even
just a second ago.
That's right. There's 7 people involved. So like I forget, it's not even a whole round. It's 1 turn. So it's literally like it was glowing like 3/4 of a second ago.
Oh, it just turned off. Damn.
It's almost like, yeah, when you've got a bright light on and you turn it off, you still get that afterglow in your eye.
Yeah, you still have
Mm-hmm.
So he just did.
Yeah,
Okay, so
he used that like after image. He like closed his eyes and you could see it through his eyelid, the retinal image thing. Yeah.
I know
But yeah,
it's there.
action, bonus action, cash is done.
Beautiful. That is Sado's turn. Love that this fight didn't go at all as anticipated.
No, there's still one on Nimue.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there's one. The same basic sequence of attacks just sort of happened. You saw the it was glowing. There was a glowing around it for a second,
Mhm.
and then your new Tabaxi friend dropped a bunch of necrotic damage on it. Hit it with the whip. Cash once again casually walked over, dropped a whole bunch of necrotic damage on it. So it is still invisible now. Not feeling good. Not that you can tell, but I mean, Prince can see it, knows it's not feeling well, and at this point, it's still in common. You're hearing it because you're next to it, right? You're still within 5 feet.
Yeah, I
Yes.
haven't moved.
Oh,
Yeah. So it is, uh, especially with that nat 20 insight, knowing that you're lying about being from here. It is fully like in not robotic, but like it has identified you as intruders and is trying its best to do what it's supposed to do with intruders.
This is Prince. I don't feel so good.
I'm going to use Stunning Strike again,
Okay.
and I got 27, 18 plus 9.
Was that at disadvantage?
Nope, it's all right. Rolling an extra.
I was gonna be like, damn, if that's a disadvantage.
Right.
Yep, it was a disadvantage because I just rolled another 18. It fell on the ground.
Nice. I love all the doubles tonight. Okay, so the hit hits. Uh, it rolled a 17 on the con save.
Okay, so it survives the stun,
But you get your damage.
but I still did the damage. Okay. Ten.
All right. It's Prince can see it's still moving.
Does
Still hanging in there.
17 hit?
17 at
That
disadvantage.
that's
17 will
yeah.
hit.
Okay, awesome. Damage. 9 damage.
9. So that first strike comes down, bam, and Prince is like, it's still twitching, and you just come down with one more, bam, and hit that tentacle into the ground, and like that the invisibility from that center point disappears, and you see another one of these tentacle monsters, and it is dead.
Yeah.
We have left initiative. Kahlan, you are on a knee. You are groggy,
Mm-hmm.
but you are back within possession of your faculties.
Her hands are just on her head, like, oh fuck.
Prince just kind of looks at everyone and goes, "Sorry."
I'm gonna turn to
Sorry.
Kaylee. Are you all right?
She's just gonna look up at you and go, "Who are you?"
I am Will.
You should have been like, I am me. Who are you?
She just kind of glances at the other people, like, person, okay?
I'm
I've been
taking
asking that same question.
You
I'm
know it's okay. I
taking-
have third level cure wounds.
I'm taking your friends to the city where they have asked you to be.
Okay. I think I'm okay. Wait, where's Laz?
We haven't found him yet.
Okay.
I don't know.
Is he the last member of your crew?
That would
don't
be
know.
correct.
You haven't found trouble either?
Oh no. We've
Not
actually
yet.
got trouble.
I don't think she was pulled with us.
Caitlin just kind of stands up and sheathes her sword.
Also, Nimue, you're getting healed for. Caitlin's getting healed for 22 because I don't remember how much I zapped her for earlier.
Thanks.
Decent amount.
Yay, I'm almost at full health. Yay.
There you go.
Caitlin's just gonna look at Prince and be like, "Are you okay?"
Like looking at her physically, she's okay. She's
But she can.
terrified.
Prince should be able to tell that Caitlin's asking more than the physical.
That's why she said no.
Okay. Okay.
Don't know. Don't know where. Don't know where we are.
How did we
And
get
our
here?
guide likes to speak in riddles or cryptic answers.
How did we get here?
My magic. I don't know, but something about being in the Feywild made it amplified. I don't know.
She'll just nod and then walk over and put a hand on Prince's shoulder and just say, "We'll figure it out."
I'm gonna look at Kaylin and go, "Is that what you want? Figure it out."
In a manner of speaking, yes.
Very well.
What I truly want right now is to find Laz.
I have a feeling if we head towards the city, it's what's happened to find all the rest of your cohort. I would advise listening to your instincts in this place. Trust them. Those of us who are from here tend to rely on them.
Still don't know where here is.
Depends.
Let me fix my face. Hang on, sorry.
Depends on
What do you call this place?
Depends.
On what?
Nothing. It is depends. The name of this place between here and there, it is depends.
She's saying it's that's literally the name.
Yes, we know. Thank you.
Look, at this point, I'm making sure.
Prince is taking psychic damage.
This is not hentai porn this time. Oh, amazing.
But this may not be the greatest place to have this conversation. We may wish to make it to the city first.
Does that also depend?
No, not at all.
I really want to go home.
I'm sorry, I had to make the joke. Actually, I'm not sorry.
Yeah.
I like tormenting my wife.
I mean, that's what marriage is: tormenting each other from different rooms of the house until one of you dies.
Or one comes down the hall and throws on the other's head, whatever.
Yeah, correct.
You guys make it sound so fun.
So what
I
are
got
we
a pretty
doing?
good coin purse right here.
Not a
I'm-
euphemism.
Gonna keep walking towards the city.
I mean, you can throw me the corn purse, but I'm working on one of my bows, so.
Kaylin will follow.
I'm gonna do my best to avoid any kind of locations where I know more of these creatures may be.
Okay. Makes sense.
If everyone
as we
in the group,
Mhm.
if everyone in the group follows, I will say probably Prince is going to be in the back. Just lost in her own thoughts.
Okay.
Kaylin
So
will
what's our
stay near
marching?
her. She'll give
Okay.
her space, but she's gonna she'll be walking off to the side, but in step with Prince, so that she can still see her, but is giving Prince space.
Sounds good. So the marching order, just in case, I'm kidding, or am I? Is I assume Will to the front. This is the so then we've got
Yes.
Cash and Sado, and then Kahlan and Prince, and dead bodies back in the field. So we're moving along then.
That hit the floor harder than Cash.
Harder than exactly. Yep. Possibly harder than Kahlan. I don't know if Kahlan. Well, yeah, Kahlan would remember that moment of appearing. It was the same sort of. Not that she'd know it unless you discuss it along the way or later, but it's that same. You were in one place. You didn't feel like you moved. It was that inward pulling, and then you were just somewhere else. And sort of that same.
Splat.
Yeah, and sort of that same sensation that like when you emerged in that field. This is where I've been for a while. But yet I know where I just was, and I know that something pulled me in here. Yeah, it's about a mile towards the city. Any conversation? Anyone doing anything?
I'll
Kahlan?
call. I'll call
Kaylin
back.
is on alert.
You'll call.
I'll call back towards Prince. Not getting closer, but like just kind of talking towards her as I kind of keep moving. You say your magic called you to this place.
Not the word I would use. More like dragged.
Still interesting. May want to keep an eye out. You may be one of us after all.
And what is us?
That is far more complicated an answer. And to be quite frank, I'm not even sure how to begin that statement. Not as an attempt to be cryptic, but truly, I don't know where you came from, and you fascinate me. So I don't know how best to describe what may or may not be happening here. But if your magic called you here, you may belong with us. But no one will keep you. That's your own decision. Let's keep walking.
She's kind of like looking around at the group, like I don't know what's going on.
Well, roll perception as you look around at the group.
Okay. With advantage, 8.
Oh.
This is why the goggles were working fine. I was not.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. So I've been trying to figure out like a passive stealth, like because you know you can accidentally sneak up on somebody sometimes. So you're not trying to be stealthy. Kahlan on high alert is she's looking, she's keeping her signals up, and probably shielding her eyes, which is a little weird. It's a reflex thing because there's not like glaring sun to be shielding it from. So she's like, I'm looking in the distance, I must shield my eyes. And with the goggles on, Prince, you know her ring contains a soul. And so when you've seen that ring through the goggles before, it has been glowing with that same light. And that ring is fully gray through these goggles.
He will, as a reaction, literally say out loud, "Oh gods," and she's looking at the ring.
Kaylin looks at Prince. What? Do you see something?
Oh, is he there? She's pointing at the ring, but she's not able to make a complete sentence right now. Is he there?
Would I make a roll for this?
No, because with a ring of mind shielding, you can just reach out. Right? That's how we've.
Okay.
I think that's how we've always done it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then she would just reach out her mind and call out Liam's name in her mind.
So this is not scripted, and this is not written. You've reached out to Liam before in times when he couldn't answer, didn't answer. There were probably times you had lover squabbles, and he's just like a little bit of the silent treatment. You don't hear an answer, but it's like moving through the dark, thinking there's a door right there, and not realizing you're actually 5 feet from the door. There is that almost like you stumble. There's nothing in this ring, and you as you're paying attention more to it now, you've normally it's not hot, but it's got the warmth of skin temperature. It is cold metal, and it is empty.
She stops walking. And she's just quiet. She's not saying anything to you, but her eyes are wide. And she's pretty much screaming his name in her mind, trying to search for any source of him. So,
Yeah,
still nothing?
still nothing.
Okay.
And that is where we will end this session. I did it! I got the she's doing the face!
Did Prince kill your boyfriend?
Meg's like, mm-hmm. Yep. Totally did.
I mean, to be fair, he was already dead.
Can you kill him? Can you be killed if you're already dead? He wasn't undead. He was already dead.
That, I'm sorry.
We call
And
that
to be fair, he
overkill.
was already dead and he was not trapped in that ring. His soul can leave at any time that he chooses. So,
Well, it sounds like he might have chosen.
I
Allegedly.
didn't write an outro. So I guess we thank everyone for being here. We remind everyone that the next Crypt and Cryptids production will be Friday the 13th. It'll be Dice Gremlins. The next installment of Mountain of Mystery will be next Saturday, the 14th.
Yeah.
Yes.
Meg is having a candlelight vigil right now.
We're just justice for Liam.
is this your Jade moment?
No, maybe, possibly, no, hopefully not. Hopefully so. I mean, that everything's good.
Candles in chat.
I won't say everything's good, everything's fine. Everything might be fine eventually.
But we'll find out next week.
We will find out next week. Absolutely. Thank you for being here. The die is cast. The cast did not die. And
And Sarbu gone for a bit.
yeah.
Shit happened.
Yeah.
Glad to be back.
Shit happened. And
shit
happening.
happened. Shit
And the arms
continues
of
to
Angel
happen.
starts playing.
And mental health and personal life is more important than online life. So that took the forefront, and now we're back.
Yes.
Except
and
online
it continues
friends.
to.
Those are always
Yes,
important.
it continues to in as even though we're back, it continues to, because it is always people over product. The only way that we provide the product that you want is if we're in the best space to do it. All of us, so those who are not here at the moment, are taking care of the most important thing right now.
Correct.
So we'll be back again.
We're just a bunch of nerds that want to hang out and play D&D.
Yes, absolutely.
And we love you.
Yeah, that's all the stuff.
And good night.
Good
Thanks
night,
for being
everybody.
with us, guys.
Thank you.
Don't forget the shades of sepia and the flurry of fisting or whatever it was.
Flurry of fingers.
Yeah,
flurry of fisting. That's worse. Thank you.
That's
Oh, there's my other move.
that's Pene's move.
See, we were too depressing. I had another laugh. Like, there you go. You're welcome.
Oh man, fantastic.
Fade to black. Fade to black.
Yep.
Fade to black,
Fade to
please.
Like trying to hold my pose, but it wasn't working because y'all were taking too long. So leave. We love you. Good night.
Are you still here? Are you still? This is the post-credit scene.
Are they gone? Is everybody gone?
Is that
Nice.
everybody?
Are you there, Night?
That's okay. It's okay.
Is that you, God? It's me, Margaret.
I'm actually going to start this, and he'll probably put us on standby in the middle of it. Starting Wednesday, October 2nd, we will also be launching a fun little. It's like a cross section between an ongoing campaign and one shots. It is the Tournament of Monsters, in which various players will pick either randomly or if somebody's got a favorite, will pick monster stat blocks in various CRs, and we'll just have a Monster Olympics. So the monsters will battle completely of their own consent. They're there to compete, and we'll bracket down from 16 CR1 monsters to 8 to 4 to 2, and we'll get a champion. And then we'll do it for CR2, and then we'll do it for CR3. But
Remember,
that'll be
consent is important.
It is 100% important. Are we off? Are we off?
Yep, we're off.